like a lot of history behind it, different from ours. And part of what I love about going to the Himalayan Institute is that you actually get to learn about some of the other styles of yoga that informed and created this one. So you get to see a lot more of the lineage of yoga and also learn from some yogis who have been studying that history for pretty much their whole lives in most of the cases of the yogis there. Now, all of that is good and fun, but the best part is that there's a coffee and chocolate processing plant on campus there, and it is absolutely the best hot chocolate I've ever had in my whole life. I highly recommend. But again, December 1st through 4th of this year. All right. Let's move. Take child's pose. So knees out wide, toes together, and then fingertips up to the head of your mat. Take a nice big breath in and exhale. Take a breath in for 2, 3, 4. Pause. Exhale, 2, 3, 4, pause. Again, in 2, 3, 4, pause. Out, 2, 3, 4, pause. Keep cycling your breath just like this. Looking to keep your exhales just as long as your inhales and articulating the breath with 2 pauses, one at the top and one at the bottom. That's it. As you cycle your breath, let your whole body rest down on the mat. One more time. Take a nice big breath in. Exhale. And on your inhale, come to downward facing dog. That's it. Like a nice big upside down V-shaped position. Walk out your knees. So bend one knee, bend the other. That's it. All right, one more time. Inhale and exhale. Walk your feet up to the head of your mat. Halfway lift, long flat spine, and breathe right here. See how much length you can create from your sits bones all the way up to the crown of your head. With each inhale, pressing out a little bit farther. That's it. One more big breath in here. On your exhale, hang and ragdoll. Let your head drop down and pull the pit of your belly up towards your spine. Now you can sway right to left, and that would feel good this morning. Press both feet into the mat and roll all the way up to standing. Take a big breath in and reach your fingertips up. Exhale, bring your hands down to heart center. Now, we'll get all of our breath pace set with 3 ohms. Take a breath in. Inhale and reach up. Exhale, fold. Breathe in, halfway lift. Exhale, chaturanga, high to low plank. Upward facing dog when you breathe in. Down dog, exhale. Full breaths here. Full inhale, breathe in. Exhale, all that air back out. One more time. Big breath in. Full breath out. Move feet to hands. Halfway lift, breathe in. Fold. Extended mountain, reach all the way up. Fold all the way down. Halfway lift. Chaturanga, breathe out the whole time that you lower. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Take 2 breaths here. Finding complete exhales at the end of each breath. One more time. Nice deep breath in. Full breath out. Feet to hands. Halfway lift. Fold. Extended mountain. Drishti straight up to the ceiling. Exhale and fold. Halfway lift. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Set your gaze to the back of your mat. Choose one spot to look at in each downward facing dog and in each pose. Every time your attention moves, bring it back to this one point. Are you ready? Take a big breath in. Exhale, bend your knees, look to the front of your mat and hop. Halfway lift, fold. Extended mountain, press your heels, fold. Halfway lift, chaturanga. Up dog and into downward facing dog. 2 breaths here. One more time. Exhale, move. Halfway lift, fold. Last one, extended mountain. Fold. Halfway lift, chaturanga. Up dog on your inhale, down dog, exhale. That's it. Full breath in, deep breath out. One more time. Inhale, exhale, move feet to hands. Halfway lift, fold. Chair pose, sit low and stay. That's it. Don't worry, we won't hold it each time. Press down through your heels and then lift all of your toes up off of the mat. That's it. Come 1 inch higher with your fingertips. Sit 1 inch lower in your hips. Take a nice deep breath in. Fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Chaturanga on your exhale. Up dog when you breathe in. Downward facing dog, breathe out. Bring your right foot to the head of your mat and stay low in this lunge. So before you come up to your warrior one, press weight into your back pinky toe. Now pull your right knee back in towards you so that both of your legs are firing up. And on your inhale, reach your fingertips to the ceiling. Stay here, hugging that right leg into center. That's it. Take a nice deep breath in. Exhale, both hands to the mat, chaturanga. Up dog, down dog. All right, left foot comes forwards. Stay low in the lunge. All I want you to do is engage your legs. Use your back thigh to press the back foot into the mat, and then use your front leg to hug your knee back in towards your torso. That's it. On an inhale, both fingertips up. Stay for a nice deep breath in. Full breath out. One more time. Inhale. Exhale, chaturanga. Nancy and Greg, you're doing a great job. Up dog and into down dog. All right, 2 breaths here, and then we'll flow in our next Sunday. All right, one more time. Nice deep breath in. Full breath out. Feet to hands. Halfway lift. Fold. 1 breath. Inhale, chair pose. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Right side, warrior one. Inhale as you reach up. Exhale, bring your hands back down to the mat. Up dog. Through to down dog. Left side, warrior one. Press down through your big toe. Exhale, both hands to the mat, chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. That's it. Take a breath in and sigh it out. Yeah, lots of noise. Inhale, sigh it out. Like really let go. One more time. Breathe in. Exhale. Feet to hands. Halfway lift. Fold. Chair. Fold. Half lift. Chaturanga. Up dog. Down dog. Right side, warrior one. Look to one point, chaturanga. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog, left side, warrior one. Inhale on the way up, exhale on the way back down. Up dog, and through to downward facing dog. Nice job. Take 2 breaths here. That's it. One more time. Exhale, move. Halfway lift, shoulders back. Fold. Chair. Fold. Halfway lift, chaturanga. Big breaths out. Up dog, down dog. Right side, warrior one. Let me hear your breath out. Chaturanga. That's it. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Left side, warrior one. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, hands back down. Upward facing dog. And downward facing dog. That's it. Yeah. You know, if you ever need to take a sip of your water, use your towel. That's always fine throughout the class. Yeah, I know. Sometimes we don't give ourselves the permission to do the things that we need to. So here it is. This is your permission. Are you ready? We're going to do one more Sun-B. Here we go. Take a big breath in. Exhale, feet to hands. Halfway lift. Fold. Chair. See one point. Fold. Halfway lift. Chaturanga. Up dog. Down dog. Right side, warrior one. See one point. Chaturanga. Up dog. Down dog. Left side, warrior one. Chaturanga. Up dog. And into down dog. That's it. All right, that was the last one. Now here you are. Kick your right leg up towards the ceiling. Now bend your top knee, open up your hip. Now get all the stretch that you can out of your side body. Really press your knee up and over as far as it'll go. Yeah, Josh, don't worry about the sound panel on the wall. It will be okay. I've kicked them a lot of times. From here, stay in three-legged dog or come over for flip dog. See one point. The first thing that your gaze lands on in this pose, that's it. Keep your eyes there the whole time. This is the anchor for the pose, your focus point. Then all you have to do is breathe. That's it. One more time. Come back over. High plank. Into side plank. Right hand down, left hand up. There are tons of modifications for this pose, including bringing a knee down. Now, take 3 big breaths here. That's it. 2 more times. You have this. Last one. Breathe in and reach. Exhale, chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Through to downward facing dog. Yes, take the size. Do everything that you need to. And then we'll kick the left leg up. Bend your top knee and open up your hip. Stay here or flip dog. Eyes open. See one point. Your drishti is more than just like where you're sitting your eyes. It's where your attention and where your focus is at throughout this pose. So it's one point to help you stay grounded right here. You have this. Nice job. Last breath and flip back over. High plank into side plank. That's it. Nice job. Look up through your top fingertips. Now spread your fingers on your hand, just like that. 2 more breaths here. You have this. That's it. Inhale, reach up. Both hands down, chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Through to downward facing dog. Yes. Take the sides. Breathe in. Big breath out. Right side crescent lunge. That's it. Right foot out in front. Now, the only thing I want you to pay attention to here in crescent lunge is your back foot, actually. So instead of letting your heel hang back like this, press your toes into the mat and kick that leg backwards so that you're really engaging your whole backside. Then lift your fingertips up towards the ceiling. That's it. Nicely done. Bring your gaze up to the ceiling as well. Drishti to one point. Stay for the full experience of the pulse. Now, like, you let yourself really feel it. Your breath moving, your heart beating, sweat, whatever it is, feel what's going on in the pose. Press down through your big toes into the mat. Make it so that you're grounding down with each and every exhale. Bring your hands to heart center. Twist to the right. That's it. So left elbow, right leg. Now you can choose to stay here with your hands at heart center or open them up. No matter which version you're taking, I want you to pay attention to your right shoulder. Yeah, that's it, Angela. Opening your top of your chest like that. Good stuff. There you go. Take one more. Nice big breath in. Let it go. Inhale, rise up, crescent lunge. Warrior two. I don't know what it is about Warrior 2, but it is the thing that lights a fire inside of me. Yeah, we call it tapas, but for me, I just call it like straight up anger. Whatever it is, I always in this pose, I look at my instructor and I'm like, I hate you right now. Don't worry. I'll end up liking them by the end of it, but this pose makes me say I hate you just a little bit. So lean into the tapas. Like, lean into the fire of the pose, whatever that means for you today. See if you can come 1 inch lower into your leg. Yeah, into the, nice, Daniela. That's it. Take a big breath in, and on your exhale, extended side angle. Right hand down, either to your front knee or all the way down to the mat. That's it. Reach up through your hand. Let's do one more breath here. Inhale. Exhale, both hands to the mat, chaturanga. Upward facing dog into downward facing dog. All right. Shake your legs out if you need to. That was a long time. Yes, yeah, shake it out. I know, Minnie at home, that means you too. Are you ready to go? All right. Left side crescent lunge. I'm straight into it here. Now I realized for Minnie, I was too far away from the camera last time. So engage your back foot. We're looking for your back foot to be pressing into the mat so far that your heel is really right on top of your toes. Then lift your fingers up. Kelly Stein taught me this awesome trick here. Interlace your fingers and sit them right at the base of your skull like this. And just let your head fall back into your hands. I don't know what it is, but I feel like that version of the pose is just so much better. See 1 point here. Nice job. 2 more breaths. You have this last one. Unhook your hands. Bring them both to heart center and twist to the left. Again, hands at heart center or open. Choose 1 point that you're going to look at. Take 4 breaths here. Big breaths. Each time on your exhale, see if you can twist a little bit deeper into the pose. You've got it. 2 more breaths. Let it go. Pretty sure we're at the last one. And on your inhale, rise up. Take crescent lunge into warrior 2. See 1 spot. Let something about this pose be simple. Maybe not easy, but simple. Just your gaze and your breath. See 1 point. That's it. All you have to do. 1 more time. Big breath in. Exhale. Take extended side angle. Nice job. Come as low into your front knee as you can so that you can reach your top hand up overhead. Look for a body stretch that starts in your right foot and reaches all the way up your side body into your fingertips. Stretch your hand out long like that. You have this big breath in. Both hands to the mat, chaturanga. Upward facing dog on your inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. Take a big breath in, sigh it out. Move the air. Big breath in, sigh it out. One more time. Big inhale, full exhale. Move feet to hands. Halfway lift, forward fold. Now we're going to use our block for the next pose. Anything at home that's approximately block sized, go for that. So, yes, a lot of you know where we're going with this. So your block is going to come right above your knees, in between your legs, so that your feet stay about hip width distance. And maybe the wide direction is better. Maybe it's the skinnier direction, whatever works for you and feels comfortable. Nice job. Now engage your feet. Press your heels into the floor, press your big toes down, and then lift all your toes up. Sit back into chair. So this block is providing you the option to hug in through your legs. Like really get going here, hugging everything into center line. Front ribs hug together. Sit 2 inches lower. That's it. Nice job. Keep breathing right here. Balance. Create sthira and sukha, the balance of effort and ease, just like this. Nice job. One more big breath in. Exhale, fold. Remove the block. I can't remember if point your fingers around your big toes, if you can reach. Knees soft and let your head hang down. That's it. Now I think about this every single time that I use the blocks in practice. You always have to make sure that you take your block out before you fold, because I have somehow dropped a block on my face before, going from chair pose into this fold. So just be careful. Keep an eye out. You can shake your head yes and no if that would feel good. You can sway side to side if that feels good. Check in with your breath, making your exhales just as long as your inhales. That's it. All right, chair pose round 2. Bring your blocks with you, right above your knees, just like last time. Sit low into chair. You have your legs fully engaged now. So take a big breath in, hands to heart center, twist to the right. Keep hugging into the block. This is going to keep your left knee in line with your right knee. That's it. Yeah, you can even take a peek down to make sure that your left knee is pulling backwards. That's it. On your next inhale, rise up, take chair pose. Hands to heart center. Switch to the left side. Nice job. Take 2 big breaths here. All I'm looking for, that's it. One more time. Inhale. Full exhale. Breathe in, rise up, chair pose. Fold and remove your blocks. Take your feet out wide to the edges of your mat. Tuck your palms underneath your toes and let your head drop down. If your head and neck has forgotten how to relax, you can shake it yes and no. Keeping your fingertips tucked underneath your toes. Take a little halfway lift where you're pulling your shoulders back, finding a little more depth, and then fold. See if you can get a little bit deeper into the pose. This might be a change of just 1 centimeter, something only you notice, but make it so that you're going to the edge of this pose as well. Crow at the head of your mat. So whether you're doing crow with your hands down, seated, or all the way on your back, what you're looking for is this: palms out wide, bend your elbows, Knees on the back of your arms. And then you're just seeing if you can start to shift your weight into your hands. That's really all crow pose is. You have this for 3, 2, and 1. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Breathe in. Down dog. Exhale. Big breath in here. Let it all go. Move feet to hands. Halfway lift. Inhale. Fold on your exhale. Breathe in. Rise all the way up to standing. Wrap your right arm under for right side eagle. Right leg over. Set your drishti to 1 point. Breathe. That's all you have to do in the pose. Eyes to one spot and breathe. On your exhale, we'll swap sides. Left arm under. Left leg wraps just over top. So whether or not that's, getting your foot behind your calf, which some of us can do, or just bringing your foot out to the opposite side. 3 breaths. Yeah, when you fall out of the pose or wiggle out of it, get back in. Swap sides. Right arm under, right leg over for second set. The best part about the balancing poses, these poses, part of a sequence called equanimity, is that you know where the edge of the pose is. Every time you fall over or fall out of the pose, boom, there it was, the edge. You came right up to it and then fell over it. And that's okay. It's a discovery of how deep you can take the pose. Take left side. Left arm under, left leg over. That's it. Take a little bit more bend in the bottom knee this time. Just see if you can sink down 1 centimeter, 1 inch. Flex your bottom foot so that it's engaged here in the pose too. On your next breath, step out. You can shake your legs and shake your arms. We did both sides of that, right? Yes, that was the left one. Okay, great, thanks. Now, we're going to take right side standing leg raise. So grab either knee or go for your toes. Flex your raised foot. That's it. Now, the hardest part about this pose, move your drishti, your gaze, over your left shoulder. Set your gaze to a new point. So you're looking at one spot, then bring your leg out to the right. You're using a balance of pressing out through your left palm and pressing out through your right shin. On your next breath, bring your eyes to center, then bring your leg to center, press back for airplane. That's it. Focus on the ball mound of your big toe and the standing foot. Press that down into the mat. Press it down until all the muscles on the inside of your leg light up. You go, okay, we're really doing some work here. Take half moon. So left hand down either to a block or to the floor. I highly recommend a block for this one. That's it. Just a little extra height here can really help make the difference in the pose. See if you can bring your drishti up to the ceiling. That's a challenge. Don't worry. Here it is. Last breath. And both feet down. All right. Forward fold. Hang down for a second. Swing right to left. Whenever you're connecting a bunch of poses on one side like that, this swing, ooh, perfect. Release your hips. Are we ready? Heels into the mat. Inhale, roll all the way up. And we'll go for left side standing leg raise. So grab your knee. Foot flexed. Here comes the hard part. Switch your drishti out over your right shoulder. Then move your leg left. Always moving your eyes, your drishti, before you move your feet. That's it. Press through your big toes. Eyes back to center. Legs back to center. Then press back for airplane. Nice job. Flex your raised foot. And now dial your toes down so that your pinky toe is looking down at the mat. Yeah, that's it. Good job, Jordan. Take half moon. So right hand down to the block, left hand up to the ceiling. Sit, flex your foot and raise it 2 more inches. Yeah, that's it, Mike. Good job, Greg. Big breath in. Fold both feet down to the mat. Sway right to left. Press your feet down. Inhale and roll all the way up to standing. Let's take right side dancer. So, right hand back, soft part of your elbow faces out to grab the inside of your ankle. Just like that. Then flex your foot and press your shin backwards. Breathe and see 1 point. Every time you wiggle or you want to fall over, come back to this point. Yeah, right, you got this. Big breath in and switch sides. Yes, take left side, dancer. Soft part of your elbow faces out. Yeah, just like that. Switch it around one more time. Yeah, there you go. Now feet flexed, press backwards. Balanced action. Your front hand reaches forwards with the same amount of pressure as your shin presses backwards. Like you're being pulled from a string both ways. Big breath in and feet down. Okay. Second set, dancer. Hands, right hand back, left hand forwards. Now we're not going to stay at this one that long, okay? Just 2 breaths here. Hit your dancer. Nice big inhale. One more time. And swap. Left side dancer. You're all warmed up and ready for this pose. So see if you can expand it outwards, pressing a little bit farther than you did the last time. Just 2 breaths here. More. And both feet down. All right. Right side tree pose. Foot either to your ankle, your shin, or all the way up at your thigh. You get to choose anywhere but your knee. Swap sides. Left side tree pose. Put your ankle, your shin, or all the way up at your thigh. Press your foot into your leg and then your leg back into your foot. Create a balanced action here. All right, 2 feet down to the mat. Come all the way up to the head of your mat. Inhale, extended mountain and reach. Exhale, fold. Big breath in, halfway lift. Chaturanga, blow all that air back out. Upward facing dog, inhale. Down dog on your exhale, take right side triangle. Go long in the base of your triangle, so even more space. Yeah, that's it, Nancy. Reaching that front foot up. Right hand down either to a block or your shin. Yes. Engage your low belly here. One of the defaults in this pose is to really let your butt stick out and take this sway in your low back. See if you can pull the front of your pelvis up towards your belly button and then tuck your tailbone underneath of yourself just a little bit. One more time. Take a nice big breath in. Full breath out. On your inhale, rise all the way up to standing. Both feet face the long end of your mat for side facing, wide-legged forward fold. There are some options in this fold. You can walk your fingertips way out in front of you and create a long stretch from your fingers all the way back to your hips. Now, no matter which version of this fold you're taking on, bring some softness to your knees. You could also probably go for blocks right underneath your forearms if you wanted to, like sit them down. That's it. In case it's easier with two of these. No problem. Take one more nice deep breath in. Blow all the air out. Inhale, rise up to stand. And we'll take Namaste, front facing, forward fold. So feet on railroad tracks. Now, at least hip width distance. That part is actually really important in this pose. You can even take it wider than that if you'd like to, but just about hips width is perfect. Interlace your fingers behind your back. You're going to take a little bind from here, fold forwards. And when you found that either your shoulders are parallel with your hips or you're just at the maximum capacity of stretch that your front leg can take, stay. Ground down through your big toes. Check it out so that the pose has 50% of your weight in the back foot and 50% of your weight in the front. Actively draw your right hip backwards. A good adjustment there, Angela. That goes for you too, Ray. Right hip backwards. Take twisting triangle. So left hand either down to the floor or to a block. Yeah, that's it. Left hand on a block. And then reach your right hand out to the side. So you're looking actually for the twist in this pose. It comes through your thoracic spine. So the top portion of your spine, not your low spine. Here, press this hip backwards like 2 more inches. There you go. And bring this hand down a little bit. It's actually going to let you press even further back through that hip. Everybody, one more time. Take a breath in. Exhale, bring both hands down. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog when you breathe in. Big breath out for down dog. Left side triangle. Yes. Left hand either to your shin or back onto a block. The ground behind you works as well. Reach up through your right hand. So again, to evade or avoid that sway in your low back, what I want you to do is think about tucking your left butt cheek underneath of you. Yes, there's no better way to explain that. That's really what we're going for. Left butt tucked under. Now press down through your big toe on the front foot. Press down so hard. That's it, as hard as you can go. So hard that you inhale and rise all the way up to standing. Take side facing, wide-legged forward fold. So this time, let's go for a bind. Interlace your fingers behind your back and fold forwards, letting your hands drop overhead. I know it's really tempting to lock out your knees here, but bring a bit of bend to your knees. It's going to help protect your ligaments, protect the tendons. Nice big deep breaths here. Let each exhale be a new opportunity to fold forwards. Hey, I'm going to put this into that hand. There you go. And just like that. Bring some softness to your elbows too. Again, looking out for the tendons, the ligaments, your joints. Get all the fold that you can out of this pose. Last one. On your inhale, rise up to standing. We'll take Namaste, front facing forward fold. So this time, left foot out in front, feet hips width distance, fingertips interlaced, and on your exhale, fold all the way down. Actively press back through your left hip. That's really what makes all the difference in this pose. You can also think about drawing your right hip forwards. Sometimes it's easier to think about doing the opposite of something, right? Take twisting triangle, right hand down to the block or a mat, left hand out to the side. That's it. Nancy, press that left hip backwards. Yeah, there you go. Backwards 1 more inch. Even further on an inhale, reach up. Everybody chaturanga on your exhale. Move through up dog with your breath in. Downward facing dog, exhale. Big breath in. Exhale, roll out to a high plank. Knees down on the ground or just in your high plank, lower all the way down. Straight to the ground. We'll go for locust pose. So hands out wide beside you. Toes pointed. Feet flexed. Ready, set, go. Press down, lift up. Inhale, locust pose. Keep your chin tucked in towards your chest so that you're getting as much length as possible from your toes all the way up to your head. One more time with a breath in. Exhale back down. That's it. Just let your head lay down on the mat here. Let's go for a second set. Press down, lift up, inhale, locust, round 2. That's it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All the way down onto your mat. Take a big breath in and a full breath out. Now, today we're going to work with half bow. So bring your left hand out in front of you. You want to make this little square with your hand so that you have some good support for the pose. Now your right hand is going to come back and reach back for your right ankle. From here, press your shin backwards so that it helps lift your chest up. Your legs should be doing 90% of the work of this. Your chest is really, and your back isn't doing anything but being lifted. Your hand's not doing anything but being lifted by the pressure of your foot. Take a nice big breath in. Exhale. Now, if you want to turn up the intensity of this pose, bring your hands straight out in front of you. That's going to turn it up a little bit more. And then if you're ready for more than that, reach your fingertip up and you can lift this back up, foot up. I don't know what to call this. It's like a super half yogi. Take a nice big breath in, all the way back down. Tuck your knees from side to side. And we'll go for the left side. So right hand out in front, left foot back to grab the outside of your ankle. Flex your foot and press your shin backwards. Take deep breaths here. Using your belly muscles to help support the leg. Turn the intensity out 1 notch. Turn the intensity out 2 notches. Reach back for 3, 2, 1. All the way back down onto the floor. Tuck your knees side to side. Hands by your low ribs and take upward facing dog. Shoulders back. Big breath in as you lift up. Exhale, bring your knees down. Let's go for camel. So toes tucked underneath of yourself. Hands where your back pockets would be. Shoulders back. Lift the center of your chest straight up towards the ceiling. This is technically a back bending warm-up, but it's best to think about it like engaging the front side of your body. Yeah, you got it. So hands right back, lifting through your shoulders and up into your chest. Yeah, if you have the space, you can reach back and grab your ankles and let your head fall backwards. Take a big breath in. Exhale. On your inhale, roll all the way up. Roll straight down onto your mat, onto your spine, and we'll move to bridge pose. So all the way over onto your back, heels tucked in by your bum. We'll take bridge round one. Press down, lift up, and inhale. Shoulders tuck in underneath yourself, bridge pose. Now, let's really get this pose set up by interlacing your fingers and then pressing them down towards your heels so that your shoulders really get tucked underneath of the pose. This might take some wiggling from right to left. Additionally, check out that your heels are just close enough that you could barely scrape them with your fingertips. They have to be pretty close. And that's it. On your exhale, bring your hips down. You can swap your knees side to side if you'd like. And we'll go for a second set of bridge. So press down, lift up, and inhale, bridge pose, round two. That's it. Now get your legs really working in this pose. Hug into center line. That's it. So everything is working coordination here. Big breath in. Exhale all the way back down to the mat. Knock your knees from right to left. We're going to do 4 poses. Are you ready? You get to choose either bridge or wheel. Set. Yogi, go. Press down, lift up, inhale. Bridge or wheel, round one. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Tuck your chin and come back down onto the mat. Inhale and exhale. Press down, lift up, breathe in. Let's go for 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, tuck your chin and come back down. Inhale on the mat. Let that air go. Press down, lift up, breathe in. Yogi, go for 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, tuck your chin and come back down. One more time. Yogis, here we go. Press down, lift up, inhale. Last one for 4, 3, 2, 1. Tuck your chin, come back down onto the mat. Take Supta Baddha Konasana. Soles of your feet together. One hand on your heart, one hand on your stomach. You good? Yeah, I really feel that. Take happy baby. Hands by the outer edges of your feet, or also the backs of your thighs work, like right behind your knees. And rock right to left. On your next breath in, bring both feet straight up to 90 degrees. Now you're going to reach your fingers up towards your toes. We're going to do some little mini crunches where you're pulling your head and shoulders up off the floor. Here we go for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, breathe. More breathing. 2, 1. All right, come back down. Now, hands are going to go out long beside your mat. Shins parallel to the floor. Take a nice big breath in, and you can look at your toes or keep your head on the mat. Exhale and lower your knees straight down, or your heels straight down. Inhale back up. Exhale as slow as you can go. Lower your heels. Inhale back up. Exhale as slow as you can go and lower. Inhale back up. Exhale and lower. Think about keeping the back of your rib cage pressing down onto the mat. You have this for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, fingertips behind your ears. Shins stay parallel to the ground. We're going to do yogi bicycles. Are you ready? Set. Let's go yogi bicycles for 20, 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, knees into your chest, yogis. Now you can rock head to toe 3 times. 1, 2, and on round 3, we're going to do a boat pose. That's it. So we're actually celebrating 2 birthdays in class today. We've got an early birthday and a late birthday. So here we go. We're going to sing happy birthday. Are you ready? Set. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Angela and Jordan. Happy birthday to you. All right, knees into your chest and rock. All the way forwards and all the way back. From here, take downward facing dog, and we'll move to right side half pigeon. So in half pigeon, bring your right foot right behind your left ankle. And now from here, you get to adjust by either bending your knee or straightening it, how intense you want to take the pose. Just like that. Now, for anybody who's feeling like they're rolling onto their right hip, you're going to bring a block and stick it right underneath of that hip. So if you have a full-size block, sometimes this is easier to do with a half-size block, so I'm coming around with those. Here, if you lift this hip just a smidge, your weight lift up. Yeah, that's it. Okay, there you go. Nice job. Here, and then lift up through this hip real quick. So see how that changes so that your body weight's like right over center line? Yeah, look for that. Big breaths here. So a huge part of yoga is about mind-body connection. And that sounds like a really yoga phrase, and it is. Think about it like this. This whole practice, what we do is match your breathing to the movements that you're taking. So on your inhale, you're moving into a pose. On your exhale, you move out of a pose. And that goes even for minor adjustments. Inhale, moving slightly deeper into something. Exhale, getting the foundations of something. And really what this does, the matching of your movement to your breath, is it taps into your nervous system. Your breath is the only life-sustaining activity that your body does that you actually can have control of. So usually it happens automatically, right? You don't think about breathing very much. But breath is almost like shifting a manual car. You get to move your body from an automatic response of fight or flight into a response of relax, into a response that you get to control a little bit more, into a state where you get to respond instead of react. So here we go. Take a breath in. Exhale. One more time. A deep breath in. Exhale, move to downward facing dog. See, on your breath out, we're moving out of the pose. That's it. You can shake your right leg out if you need to. And then on your inhale, move into left side half pigeon. Okay, I got you. So it actually is a little bit easier if you stick it back here like this. Yeah, that's it. And then you'll focus on, like, eventually when you want to turn up the heat in this pose, what you'll look to do is bring your left knee out further. So technically, like the most flexible yogis have the front of their leg parallel to the front of your mat, and then the side of your thigh also parallel to the side of your mat. So if you're looking for a way to bring more intensity to this pose, you just take your legs and the positioning of it more towards that. Now I've seen, like, there are a handful of super flexy yogis that I've seen do that. That is not for me. I can't demo that for you, but I can describe it. Put your attention on the place in your body that's giving you a lot of feedback right now. Usually it's your hip. If you're getting a lot of feedback from your knee, we need to have a talk. Just raise your hand and I'll come and assist you. If that ever happens in a different class, your other instructor will come and assist you. Knee pain is not good pain. Discomfort is fine. Pain is not fine. Attention to that one spot that's giving you feedback, and then breathe. When you create this steady action of breath and you keep your attention and intention on that one spot, what happens is that slowly as you breathe, at a cellular level, you change that position, that stuck place in your body. You breathe and the muscles relax. You breathe and you can create more space. You breathe and you can discover something new. Take a nice big breath in. Exhale. One more time. Inhale. On your breath out, move through downward facing dog. From here in down dog, yes, that's it. Shake your legs out and then come through to a seated position. That's it. Legs straight out in front of you. We call this staff pose. Fingertips straight out in front of you. Inhale, and on your exhale, roll all the way down onto your mat. Hug both knees up and into your chest. Let your knees fall to the left side of your body. Eyes over your right shoulder for a supine twist. Here in this portion of the practice, bring your breath back to its natural pace. The one where your inhales flow straight into your exhales with no pauses. Bring your knees over to the right. Eyes over your left shoulder for supine twist the opposite direction. Thanks, Nancy. Hug your knees up into your chest. Take Shavasana, letting your legs and arms go long with your eyes closed. There's a cold eye towel by the upper right hand corner of your mat. Feel free to use it. Thanks, Angela. Take a big breath in and settle down fully onto your mat, letting every single portion of your body relax. Take a breath in and blow the air back out. Bring some movement back to your fingers. Bring movement back to your toes. Hug your knees up into your chest. Rock onto your right side with your forehead on the ground. On your inhale, make your way all the way back up to a seated position. On your inhale, reach your fingertips up towards the ceiling. On your exhale, hands down to heart center. We'll close class with one big Om. Take a breath in. Bring your thumb knuckles up to your forehead center. Together we bow our heads and we say, Namaste. Thanks, guys. It was great to see you. Thank you for coming in. If you haven't heard, so we got to celebrate our Community Appreciation Week last week, but for the next month, we are running a bingo challenge for you guys. So here in the studio, we've got a bunch of fun challenges to do and fun ways to have you engage with your practice in new ways, with your fellow yogis in new ways. But at the end of this is essentially our Bring a Friend Week. We call it Move Free now. But we figured out it's really hard to celebrate the people that are already in your community when you're also trying to welcome 1,000 new students. So we decided to split those up. So if you have friends and you missed bringing them to Community Appreciation Week, instead bring them and Move Free. And the QR code for that is right on your bingo sheet. So if you've got friends that you want to drag to yoga class with you, that's the moment to do it. Yeah. Any blocks and things like that, you can sit right in front of the blocks rack at the front of the classroom, and I'll take care of cleaning those off for you. Heads up, I'm popping a light on.